Mainstream historians insist that the Great Pyramid of Giza was nothing more than a grand tomb for the pharaohs. But when you take a closer look, cracks appear in that story. The Great Pyramid is the only surviving wonder of the ancient world. It rises with flawless geometry, aligned almost perfectly with true north, and built with an accuracy that still baffles modern engineers. It is unlike any other structure of its time, or any time since. And yet, no mummies, no golden treasures, no elaborate carvings, and no sealed chambers have ever been found inside it. In fact, none of the usual hallmarks of a royal tomb are present at all. So what was it really for? Some researchers believe it wasn't a tomb at all, but something far more extraordinary. A massive power plant designed to generate and possibly even transmit energy across the land of the pharaohs. Sound unbelievable? Let's explore. To truly appreciate this mystery, we need to grasp the scale of the project. Egypt is home to more than 100 pyramids, but the three at Giza are by far the largest. The Great Pyramid alone is made of over 2 million stone blocks, each weighing several tons. Conservative estimates suggest it would have taken at least 20 years to build, with tens of thousands of laborers working daily. That's 2 decades of backbreaking labor, just to house a single body? Even without knowing the details, it doesn't quite add up. Ancient civilizations didn't waste resources. They built with purpose. So what was so important that it required this staggering precision and effort? This isn't the only time ancient artifacts have raised questions about lost energy technology. In the 1930s, archaeologists in Iraq uncovered a simple clay jar containing a copper cylinder and an iron rod. When filled with acidic liquid, it produces a small electrical charge. This object, known as the Baghdad battery, dates back nearly 2,000 years. Experiments have shown that it can generate a few volts of electricity, enough to electroplate metals or power a small device. If a culture in Mesopotamia could stumble upon basic electricity, is it really so far-fetched to think the Egyptians, with their advanced engineering, might have tapped into similar principles on a much larger scale? Let's examine the pyramid itself. The outer shell was once covered in dazzling white limestone, cut so precisely that the entire monument shone like a mirror under the sun. This polished casing stone not only reflected sunlight, but also acted as an excellent insulator. Beneath it, the inner walls were made of dolomite, a material known today to enhance electrical conductivity under pressure. The passageways and chambers, meanwhile, were lined with granite, a stone rich in quartz crystal capable of generating piezoelectricity when compressed. That's the same effect used in modern quartz watches, where simply tapping or stressing the crystal generates an electrical pulse. Put all this together, and you have limestone for insulation, dolomite for conduction, and granite for energy generation. An odd combination for a pharaoh's burial chamber, but a perfect recipe for an ancient power system. Not far from the pyramids lies the Serapeum of Saqqara, an underground complex holding 20 massive granite boxes. Each weighs around 100 tons and was carved with a precision we can barely replicate today. Traditional Egyptologists say these were coffins, not for people, but for sacred bulls. But here's the problem. The boxes are so huge they couldn't possibly fit through the tunnels they sit in, which means they had to be placed there first, and the chambers built around them. Even more curious, electrical engineers have pointed out that these boxes resemble giant capacitors, devices designed to store and release electrical energy. Could they have once played a role in an energy system linked to the pyramids? In the 1990s, tiny robots exploring the so-called Queen's Chamber discovered something remarkable: traces of copper fittings and mysterious symbols on the floor. Some researchers believe these could have been part of a wiring system or even a primitive circuit diagram. Imagine a sealed room lined with conductive materials connected by copper. It doesn't sound like a burial chamber. It sounds more like the inside of a machine. But even if the pyramid had all the right materials, where did the energy come from? The answer may lie beneath our feet. Geological surveys suggest that underground aquifers once flowed directly beneath the Giza Plateau. When water moves through porous limestone, it generates an electrical charge, a phenomenon known as the physioelectric effect. The pyramid could have acted as a massive pump, channeling this natural energy upward through its network of stone, pressure, and crystal. From there, the missing capstone, possibly once made of gold, might have transmitted that energy skyward or even wirelessly across the surrounding area. If true, this means the Great Pyramid wasn't built simply as a tomb, but as a colossal energy generator, perfectly aligned with Earth's natural electromagnetic fields. Interestingly, this idea isn't new. Over a century ago, the brilliant inventor Nikola Tesla dreamed of harnessing the Earth itself to transmit wireless electricity. Tesla even built his own pyramid of sorts, the Wardenclyffe Tower, designed to send power through the ground and air without wires. Mainstream science dismissed him, and his project was eventually dismantled. But the parallels between Tesla's vision and the ancient pyramids are hard to ignore. So what if we've been looking at the pyramids the wrong way? What if they weren't monuments to the dead, but monuments to knowledge? Giant machines harnessing the Earth's natural forces? It's an idea that challenges everything we think we know about ancient civilizations. But one thing is certain. The Great Pyramid doesn't fit neatly into the story we've been told. Whether tomb, power plant, or something else entirely, it remains one of humanity's greatest mysteries. A riddle in stone, waiting to be solved. So what do you think? Were the pyramids really tombs, or were they the power plants of a lost civilization? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this dive into ancient mysteries, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the secrets of our past.